and welcome. This is Erica Glessing. Oh my goodness, it is Christmas Eve day. This is the 24th of December, and oh my goodness, I am excited today to bring you Minette the Energist, and she's a healer. Really, we're going to get into self-worth today on the Erica Glessing Show, so enjoy these minutes with Minette. She's really a fabulous bringer of light. And her energy and her messages are so accessible. It's really a way of choosing you, and you're going to love it. Enjoy the interview. So hello and welcome, everyone. This is the Love is Summit. And my guest today is one of my favorite people on the planet. I know I keep saying that, but she really is. She's kind of a magic angel herself in human form. She's someone that I met a couple years ago. One of the few people that I've really allowed to do, actually, she did body work with me and she helped me clear some of my crap. So it was really amazing. So welcome, Minette.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to be here and part of this. You know, love is really what I've driven for my whole life. And then when I realized when I stopped trying to drive and try to make it happen and search for it, when I actually allowed it to be and remembered my true essence, it just flowed naturally. And so I'm so grateful to be part of this. And I'm so grateful for you putting this together for people to, you know, be able to hear different people's points of view about what it is so they can choose and receive more of it in their own life.
You know, and what you just said really strikes a chord, because I was just getting an insight for someone else on if they stopped trying, everything would just come.
Yes.
And she was writing this beautiful book, and I could feel her just angsting over how it was going to get out in the world, you know? And I know angsting's not a verb, but how I used it is. And then I said, you know, I just got shown if you didn't worry about it, it would all be taken care of.
Yes.
It's fascinating.
It really is, because if we just let it all go and know what we know, it's our natural state. And then let it all go, know what you know, and step into the flow. Because when we're not, we're so foveal and focused on something with laser focus that we could be missing all the beauty and love and wonder that's all around us. So
Right.
when we really truly open up to the possibilities, we can receive so much greater and beyond anything we could think possible and hear.
And, you know, one of the things about being in the heart space is I just get, like, just as I'm sitting here talking to you, Minette, I'm turned on to all the angelic beings around you and all the angels that you bring in and allow to flow through you to help people. Maybe just talk a little bit about that. Like, if someone wants to deepen that connection, what can you recommend that they do?
You know, really, it's a vibration. If we looked at any of those beings, all those light beings that really do want to contribute to us, you know, remembering our essence and who we are and being here in love and contribution, if we can attain that vibration, they can so easily communicate with us. And when we actually start to choose, they're out there saying, wow, look what that person is creating and choosing. I want to play with them. And before you know it, your vibration shifted and you've got this huge team of light beings just assisting you in creating the reality you truly desire, because you're contributing to raise the entire planet's vibration, but through yourself. And it really starts internally. If we stop looking externally for love and something to fulfill us, because someone can only meet us as deep as we're willing to meet ourselves. So even if that perfect being came along that could show us unconditional love, if we haven't gone inside internally to do the work and the clearing of what's necessary when our heart, mind, and soul's in alignment, then we'd have to make it wrong and we couldn't receive it, because that vibration would be so intense, our body would almost reject it. So if we start to really go internal and do the work inside first, and to me, love is our natural essence, like I said, our natural state. But this world comes along and we have charges or different points of views and thoughts and feelings that kind of make us contract.
Right.
Start to look around us at what's causing us or what we're choosing to contract about.
Wow. And, you know, being a mom, I definitely get present to, like, when do I go into contract and when do I go into expand? And then I look at my children, and now, of course, they're like all late teens now, right? And so I know it's like time flies. And so I look at their energy, and sometimes they're so contracted and worried and upset. And I'm like, that's such an interesting place to be. And I used to get so triggered every time anything would happen with my kids, and I would contract. right? Like
Yes.
I would beat myself up, and now I look at them when they go through something, and I don't contract. I like I expand my energy out and I expand the love out, and then I just let them go through it.
Yes, because it's so empowering for them. Because if we actually looked at everybody as an infinite being that's capable of creating their life, if we contract, we're actually limiting the energy of what's possible for them to create. But if we open up our heart space, we can just allow that energy to contribute to them learning whatever lesson that's arriving for them to, be the best them they could be on this planet. Because to me, that's what it's about. People talk about our higher selves as if it's something external. But what if we're
Right.
really here to, merge that higher self and be our higher self, find that true beauty of us? And for me, true beauty is being you, the you that you truly were meant, that you chose to be here on this planet. And if we don't allow that to come, we're always limiting ourselves and making ourselves small. And I know I came to the point where I'm like, I'm not ready to live a small existence anymore. I'm ready to be out of my, everybody calls it the comfort zone, but I call it the discomfort zone, because if it was really so comfortable, all of us would just have these amazing lives. But so what have we made so valuable about this discomfort zone of what's out there that's keeping us from choosing growth and expansion into this new level of receiving that, people like you and so many of the amazing people across the planet are really stepping into now. And in the beginning, it could be uncomfortable a little bit, but it's because you're discovering new parts of you. The you that you were afraid to be, the you were limiting showing up because you were afraid someone would reject it. And then when we stop to realize the only person that's been rejecting it is me. So what if I just got out of my own way and allow my heart to expand to the space that it's truly capable of being without my limitations?
And the other thing that strikes me, there's two things that showed up for me when you were saying that. And one is sometimes we'll start a movement or we'll shift, and then we look around like 4 minutes later and go, okay, well, I stopped eating chocolate at 3 p.m. Like, I haven't eaten chocolate since 3, so I think I should weigh like 50 pounds less.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Why I'm not
I'm
counting.
embracing my bigness. I'm embracing my celebrity status. I've been embracing it for like a week, and I'm just not seeing the result. You know what I mean? It's that simple thing. It's like I was looking at it the other day. Like it's like you inch, and all of a sudden you've gone like 17 miles. Like you've done inch, and then all of a sudden you look around and your landscape is completely different.
Yes.
It's like you didn't really even know because it was so subtle. But if you keep choosing the expansion, like it's like it can't not. Do you see? That's what I get.
I absolutely agree, because
Yeah.
it is. If we're only focused on results or a destination, what beautiful journey are we missing unfolding and being with ourselves and discovering ourselves in our essence? It's truly magical. And to me, you really have to have gratitude for everything to be in that place where you just choose you and commit to you. And just for you, just for fun, you don't even have to tell anyone, but just stepping up and saying, you know what, I have value, I have worth, and if I don't own it, know it, then why would anyone else?
That is the key when I look at because I published you, but when I publish to authors, what I notice is if they're willing to accept and love their work before it's fully commercially accepted, before that, if they're willing to own and love the work that they create and its imperfection sometimes, right? When they're willing, the work itself will start commanding its audience.
Yes. Yes. And it's so fast. I mean, even just stepping into something like knowing your value and stopping to say, you know what? I have value. Are you creative? Are you courageous? Are you passionate? Are you loyal? Are you kind? And just really shifting your vibration and letting go of, like I said, victim thinking, and really stepping into what you give meaning to every day in your life. I know when I started off this journey, I was.
So thank you for coming to the Erica Glessing show today. I really did enjoy the Love is Summit interviews. They were fabulous. So you can head over to theloveissummit.com and pick up more interviews. And don't forget to listen in the rest of the week. We have some more amazing light bringers. You can download all of these episodes, of course, all the time on my podcast. And look for a new daily regime starting in January on the show. It turns 3 on January 1st, 2019. So thanks again for coming and have a most amazing December 24th or whatever day it is on your planet.